On YouTube, Michael Mars 2345 coming at you once again with another video, and this time I'll be doing my first Q&A. Of course, y'all asked a question, so y'all commented. Of course, now I'm going to answer them, so you gotta bear with me. Like I said, it's my first Q&A. It's a handful of questions, people asked me, in the past or recently or just a couple of days ago. And I wrote most of them down so I could remember. But let's get into it. Tony Macaroni Kicks. He wants to know what I'm thinking about this up and coming winter releases. Like the Black Fridays, the 11s that's coming out, around Christmas time and all that stuff. Well, as far as the 8s, the black and chrome 8s, I wish that was one of those shoes that, they only dropped one time a while back, and, only a handful of people like myself had them. Cause, I think a certain pair of shoes, J's or other pair of Nikes, that if you really into sneakers like that, it should only be you and maybe other handful of people should have. Maybe like the Mocha 3s or the what else? Or the black and UNC 14s and stuff like that. But I guess it's a good look because the last time they dropped back in 03, I remember I had got a pair back when they first came out in 03. I had caught me a pair, and just about a year or two ago, I caught me another pair since then. But at the end of the day, I guess it's a good look, it's give other people a chance to have them, or people who've been waiting for them to re-release. But like I said, I think those one of those, like the Mocha 3s or whatever, that should drop once, and if you're lucky to have them, then cool. If not, but that's my opinion on those. But the 3P 8s, the one with the Laker colors, the Portland Trail Blazers, and the Phoenix Suns, with Jordan won the first 3P, those is cool too. Those is all right. I like the tongue. The tongue of the shoe is really what pops. That really stands out. I might get a pair of those or something like that, just because the whole history behind it. Also, you have those 72 and 10 11s that's coming out. They're just like the Space Jams, except the blue part is red. I guess those are alright. To me nowadays, the 11s has been too overhyped. It's like nowadays I really don't even trip off the 11s like that no more. They've been so overhyped. Even though I have a handful of pair in my collection, but I don't know. They still cool though. The 11's always gonna be a fan favorite, but the ones that coming around Christmas time, as far as the pictures I've seen, I think they are right. What else? Oh, the Laney 14s. I got a pair of those. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video for those. More recent than later. I don't know. I'm thinking about having a Laney week where I do one video for the Laney ones, then the Laney 5s, then the Laney 14s. So I might do a Laney week with all the different Laney colorways as far as Jordans. But I think that's a good look too. A lot of people been waiting for those to drop. So, those gonna go. They're gonna go like hotcakes. People are gonna be on those. So that's another release people are gonna be crazy about. Also, let me see, Laney 14s, black and chrome 8s, the 3Ps, the 72 and 10 11s, and it's another pair. I'm trying to think. Oh, the black, the aqua 8s. That's another. Matter of fact, those are my one of my favorite pair of the 11s. I'm not really the biggest. Of the 8s. I'm sorry. I'm not really the biggest fan on the 8s. But I think the reason why I like the 8s somewhat is because that was my first pair of Jordans back when I was a kid. I actually did a playoff 8s with my first pair of J's. So, but I think that's a good look for Black Friday. At first, it was rumored that the Raging Bull 5s was supposed to come out for Black Friday. Because, they got a handful of pair of 5s that's coming out this year too. But I think that he should have the Raging Bull 5s drop for Black Friday and have the Aqua 8s drop for next year. Because, next year is the year of the 8s. Matter of fact, next year for the year of the 8s, I think the Skelf 8s and the 8s that was in the LSs, I think those might drop next year. But that's what I think about the upcoming releases for the winter time. Next question from the homie J Real MVP. What's up, man? You want to know how many kicks I got in my collection? I know for sure it's a little over 200. I see anywhere between 220, maybe 240, close to 250, somewhere in that range, or whatever like that. But I know it's over 200 for sure. I would have more than that if I didn't give some away over the years, or let people buy a certain pair of shoes from me and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll say it's a little over 200 right about now, and the most I'll probably have close to three, or a little over 300 or whatever like that. I know there's a lot of people who have 700, 800, 1,000. Tell you the truth, I don't even think that I like 6, 7, 800 pair of shoes, let alone having them. And to me, it's a hard task right now for me to keep up with the shoes that I have, let alone having 700, 800 pair of shoes. Some of the shoes I got in stores, some of the shoes I got in my closet right here at the house, or whatever like that. But it's kind of hard keeping up with the ones I got now, let alone making my collection bigger. But yeah, like I said, about a little over 200, 220, 230, somewhere around there. Next question. Well, CC, Sneakerhead, what's up? How you doing? How you been? All that good stuff. She wanna know what I sell my collection for $1 million. Tell you the truth, CC, I would sell it for 20,000. To be honest with you, I'll sell it for 20,000, 30,000 range, because I know that once I get that money, I could easily spend 3, 4, or maybe 5,000 to start my collection over again. I go to one of these little shoe stores. I'm from California, by the way. But if I go to one of these shoe stores around the way from where I'm at, like Sheik's, all these other little moms and pop shoe stores I go to, or even online on eBay, and I spend about 4,000 or 5,000 all at once, I could build up my shoe collection again and keep the rest of the 15,000 that I have saved up with the rest of the money I already got saved up. So like I said, I would sell it for about 20,000, 30,000. To be honest with you, start over and then keep the rest of 15,000 and add it to the rest of the money I already have saved up. So yeah, of course I would. Next is T-Shop Pro. He said he loved my channel. Thank you for looking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. But he wants to know if I can do a video on Blazers. Now, to tell you the truth, I really haven't bought no Blazers since when they first released, like back in 08, 09. It was a handful of pair I had. I was kind of crazy about Blazers, just like everybody else, depending on which colorway they were. But ever since then, like in the last few years, I really haven't been on Blazers like that. I know they've been coming up here and there, different colorways, but Blazers is alright. But I really haven't been copping none. The ones I did have are either long gone, they turned into beaters, or I gave them away, or whatever like that. But I really ain't been up on Blazers like that, to be honest. But the main thing I do collect besides Jordan is Dunks, Arachis, Ewings, Deons, Air Maxes, Air Max 90s, Air Max Pluses, 95, 97. My favorite pair is the Air Max 1s, Bo Jacksons, the Griffeys, the Swingmans, Reeboks, the Pumps, the Battle Courts or Battlegrounds or whatever, the Twilight Zone, the Dominique Wilkins and stuff like that. So it's the main thing that I collect as far as those, and then of course I had got a question for the homie Fresh Prince of Jordans a while back. He still want me to do the review on the 14s. Like I said, I got you, man. I'm gonna do a full week on nothing but Laneys from Jordans, the 1s, the 5s, and the 14s. So Fresh Prince of Jordan, shout out to you, man, once again. Of course, I'm a fan of your channel, just like you're a fan of mine. I got you as far as them Laney 14s. But let's get into the next question. Another question from Iran16. He wants to know what's my top 5 favorite pair of J's. You know what? Instead of saying it, or instead of telling you, I'm gonna do a video on it. I'm gonna do my top 5 favorite pair of J's. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video on my top 5 favorite pair of J's in original colorway and the ones that came out in a not original colorway, you know, the other retros. All right. But hope y'all enjoyed my first Q&A. I will do another one sometime later on, you know, in the future. You know, hopefully more questions will come in. But thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. If you tune in for the first time, you can subscribe or comment, press that like button. Hit me up on Instagram, MichaelMars_kicks. Once again, that's MichaelMars_kicks. I will put my Instagram in my description. Till next time, gone. Peace.